In this video, we'll talk about multi-turn lanes. That's coming right up. So multi-turn lanes. So sometimes you come up to an intersection and it's a large intersection, usually, and this large intersection has multi-turn lanes. So let's say you have a scenario like this where you are in this left turn lane. Let's say there's another car beside you. Essentially, the point I want to make is that you should look and see where your lane is. I've seen it where drivers kind of halfway through their turn don't realize where they're going. So instead of turning into this lane, they end up turning into that lane, and the danger with that is this car is also turning with you. So if you both have to kind of stay in your own lane, otherwise you might have a collision. So one way you can remember where you're at is look at one of these lines and see which side of your vehicle it's on. So let's say you're this car and you look it over at this line here and you know it's on your left hand side of your vehicle. As you're turning, make sure that that dotted line stays on your side. Now, these lines sometimes are faded because they're in the middle of the intersection, so it might be hard to see. But the other way you can tell is when you're waiting here at the light, look over to see where your turn lane is. So, and count, like, okay, there is another car beside me. He's also turning left. So if he's turning left and I'm turning left, then he will go into that first available lane, which means I got to go into the second lane, or vice versa. If you're in here, you know that you have to get into your first available lane on this side. This is important. You want to make sure that you don't end up doing something like this. And this is kind of where it comes in handy to always get into that habit of turning into your first available lane, because if you don't turn into your first available lane and you're always turning wide, then when it comes to this scenario, you're already in that habit of, I just turn into whichever lane I want. This is where that kind of bad habit catches up with you. So I hope this video has been useful. If you liked it, please comment, like, or subscribe to our channel.